You've now completed your project management training and are ready to start applying these concepts to your own project. As you probably realized during the training, projects may become too complex for sticky notes on the wall, although that's a great way to start. So you've decided to use scheduling software to aid you in your planning and management. So in this short video, I will demonstrate how you can take concepts from your training to begin to manage them in software. In this example, I've taken a picture of my mentorship training project, WBS, that I developed while at the workshop. Then I use a simple software called Flowdia to begin my network diagram of the key activities just as I had learned. You can also use the network diagram you developed during the training with sticky notes. Notice here that though my WBS is a decomposed hierarchy, in other words, breaking large tasks into actionable tasks, only the lower level activities are really needed for the network diagram. However, those higher level activities will show up again once I begin developing my schedule. This diagram allows me to both understand order of activities with dependencies, indicated by the arrows, and also my critical path. As you begin to add and change activities throughout the project, your critical path will inevitably change. Thus, make sure you're using software that calculates that for you. It will make your life easier in the future. Most importantly, I have added durations to my activities indicated by the numbers after considering resources and task demands. Now I'm ready to go over to my scheduling software. In this case, I'll be using the Project Plan module of the ProgresSys project management app. As you notice, my project name is the first element in the WBS. This aligns with some project management philosophies that state that all activities should add up to WBS 1. In other words, project tasks are all sublevels of WBS 1, such as 1.1, 1.2, etc. With ProgresSys, I click on the green plus button to add a subtask to my project. I first indicate whether it is a milestone or a task. In this case, a task. Then, a name of my task. The start date, then the duration. Note that in this software, it does not allow for end date. This is because end date should be auto-calculated based on the start date and the duration. This is done to prevent project managers from putting artificial constraints on tasks based on calendar dates. At this point, since I am entering a high-level task, I will just estimate. Later, these higher-level tasks will auto-calculate based on all of its subtasks. Then I will enter person accountable and responsible for tasks to make sure team members are aware of their responsibilities. If you are using ProgresSys, this will auto-populate your task inbox as well as your RACI matrix. I will leave %complete 0 because I have not begun my project. To enter a subtask on this activity, I will click on the green plus button on that particular task. This allows me to enter a subtask. In this case of developing a budget, I can use the information from my network diagram to enter the duration. To enter another summary task, I will go back to the higher level project task, then click the green arrow. I will continue this process until all of my project activities are entered. I can also view all responsibility and accountability using this tool. Now that I've entered my task and durations, I will go back to my network diagram to remind me of all other dependencies. Then, using ProgresSys dependency feature, I will hover my mouse over the activity, then use the small circles to connect tasks. I will left-click and hold, then drag the end of my task to the beginning of another task to create a start-to-finish dependency. Notice that your task calendar dates have shifted. Then, I will continue to create other dependencies until I have completed all of the tasks on my project and have created my initial plan. Other softwares have similar functionality based on these dependencies. Thanks so much for watching Creating Your Project Plan. Stay tuned for other videos on managing your project plan and how to crash and fast-track activities when changes arise.